What are the major issues that will arise after Princess Aiko ascends the throne, with 85% of the people in favor? Filled square opinions clashing at the Imperial Succession Expert Council. The government's panel of experts, which discusses stable succession to the imperial throne, held its third hearing on May 10. The convened experts include academic experts in fields such as history and law, prominent cultural figures, and actresses. The opinions of these experts range from those that support "succession solely to males in the male line", to those that accept both female emperors and female emperors. Of course, the Council of Experts is not an institution that makes conclusions. It is important to examine the content of opinions to determine whether how to think about imperial succession will realistically lead to the continuation of the imperial family. For example, constitutional law scholar Akira Momochi, a specially appointed professor at Kokushikan University, pointed out that male succession in the male line is the meaning of hereditary inheritance in the constitution, and that a simple female emperor or female emperor could be suspected of violating the constitution. On the other hand, Professor Tsunehisa Shishido of the University of Tokyo takes the position that female members of the imperial family should be allowed to inherit the throne, as the constitution does not exclude women from hereditary succession to the throne. Thus, the biggest issue in succession to the imperial throne is whether or not to allow female emperors and female emperors. Indeed, from the perspective of gender equality, it seems that there would be no problem even if a woman became emperor. In fact, in overseas royal families, succession through the queen has been recognized for a long time. Without citing the example of Britain, filled square real female emperor. So, why is a female emperor not recognized in Japan? Looking back at history, 10 generations of female emperors have ascended the throne, and in each era they have greatly exerted their presence. However, the former Imperial House Law of the Empire of Japan, created by the Meiji government, clearly stated that the successor to the imperial line must be a male child of the emperor, and even in the Imperial House Law revised after the war, succession to the imperial princess was prohibited. This is due to the Confucian idea of paternal inheritance, which has been ingrained in the Japanese blood since ancient times, and is also reflected in the patriarchal system in which the firstborn must be the one to inherit the family name. In the past, out of concern that the imperial lineage would become extinct, there were hereditary imperial families with concubines. However, after the Taisho era, having concubines became ethically problematic and was banned, and after the war, GHQ forced 51 members of 11 imperial families to leave the imperial family. There are currently 4 imperial families: the Akishinomiya family, the Hidechimiya family, the Mikasamiya family, and the Takamado family, but there are only 3 male members: 85-year-old Prince Hitachi, 55-year-old Prince Akishino, and 14-year-old Prince Hisahito. It is because of this current situation that there are concerns that the future succession to the imperial throne will be unstable. Filled square. What if Princess Aiko becomes a female emperor? Meanwhile, Various public opinions are swirling around Princess Aiko, who will turn 20 this December and become an adult member of the imperial family. Many of them are of the opinion that they approve of a female emperor, saying, "Isn't it okay for Princess Aiko to be the emperor?" According to a Kyodo News survey, 85% of the public supports it. However, the problem lies ahead. In the past, female emperors ascended the throne as a temporary replacement when the next generation of princes to become emperor was young or in the midst of political strife. These were the widowed empress, the older sister or younger sister of the crown prince who died young, and were in positions very close to the previous emperor. It is an unwritten rule that if a female emperor ascends the throne while single, she remains single for the rest of her life. This is because when a woman gets married, has a husband, and has a child, the treatment of that child becomes an issue. If that child were to be nominated as the next emperor, a female emperor would be born whose mother was the emperor. It is easy to understand that public opinion favoring Princess Aiko as emperor is a positive support for a female emperor. However, in reality, female emperors and female emperors are issues that should be considered as one. Also, I apologize for the hypothetical, but if Princess Aiko were to become a female emperor and her child would also be recognized as an emperor of female lineage, there would be major hurdles to overcome.